Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I am making a Valentine decor for you, and I am doing this with my friend here on YouTube, Kelly Barlow from Kelly Barlow Creations. I am very privileged to be doing a collab with her. I have been watching her videos since I started making my own videos here on YouTube for the past year, since February of 2017, and I messaged her and asked her if she would be willing to do a collab with me, so she is, so I feel very honored. And so today I want to do a Valentine decor, and it is a banner that you can hang up in your house or for a party. So it's just fun. There are things that I found at the Dollar Tree and things that I had in my stash that you can also find at Walmart. So I will show you a sneak peek of what it looks like hanging up, and then we will get into what you will need to make this project.
You will need a set of red gift bags and a set of Valentine gift bags that I picked up in the Valentine section of my Dollar Tree. A variety of ribbons that I picked up in the Valentine section and also the floral department at the Dollar Tree. One pack of this decorative nautical rope that I found in the floral department of my Dollar Tree. A wet glue of your choice. I like tacky glue. Burlap, which I had in my stash, but you can also pick this up at Walmart or Joann's. A red solid cotton fabric, which I had in my stash, but Walmart also carries this. Scissors. A 5" by 4.5" heart cut from cardstock as a template. A pencil. Thin ribbon or jute twine or baker's twine that you can pick up at Walmart or Dollar Tree. A regular hole punch or a crocodile, which is what I have. And hot glue.
So the first thing you want to do is take your bags and cut down one side and then all the way around the bottom so you can open up your bag flat. And then you're going to take your template, and I made a template just with some cardstock. I cut it, I folded my paper in half, and then I cut a half heart, so it came out to be approximately 5 inches wide and 4.5 inches from the very top of the heart to the point. And then what I did was I opened up my bag and I pulled off the handles. Just like that. You don't have to worry about this part because it will be, you can pull it off if you like. These seem to be coming off pretty well. But if there's any part of it that stays on, that's fine because you're going to be gluing the sides together. So I was able to get that off. This particular bag is one of the Valentine bags, and it has this section on here that has love, and I don't want to waste that. I actually want to center my heart on top of it so that that will show up on my banner. So I'm going to go ahead and trace around on this side. And cut this out on both sides, and then what's left over I will take and trace around. I'm going to do it on the opposite side though. I'm just doing it on this side because I can see the love better, and I'm able to center my heart right on top of that. So I'm going to go ahead and trace and cut out everything here. I went ahead and cut out all the hearts I could make out of the red bags. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with my heart bag, and it's solid hearts on both sides, so I don't have to worry about the special cutouts here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I will be right back. you want to do is pair up your hearts, and I put 3 together, and some of them have two of the patterns to 1 solid, and then some of them have 2 solids to 1 pattern, and it's just up to you how you want to do it. I started out by putting 1 pattern to 2 solids, and then when I got down to where there was only a few reds and there were more of the patterns, then I did 2 patterns and 1 solid. So I ended up with 12 pairings, so there'll be 12 hearts hanging from my banner. So the next thing you want to do then is take all your hearts and fold them in half with the side that you would like to show on the outside, and the back will be on the inside of the fold. So go ahead and do that to all your hearts. The next thing you want to do is take each pairing and glue wrong sides together, but just glue half of each heart together. So I will show you how to do one, and then I'll speed up through the rest. So just put glue on half of one of your hearts here. And you're going to glue that to another half of one of the hearts. Wrong sides together. And then you'll open up what is left over here, and then the last heart you will glue the wrong sides together on that remaining heart. And then what you want to do is go ahead and crease them all, so then that makes it a dimensional heart that will be hung. And I'm going to add a little bit more glue here because it didn't quite get out to the edge. Just like that. And if you're really particular, you could go ahead and trim up some edges that don't quite match up. And then you want to go ahead and do that to all your pairings of your hearts. The next thing you want to do is punch a hole on each of your hearts, and I just folded 2 sides together here and went down probably about 1/4 of an inch, and I'm using my Crafticality here, but you can use a regular hole punch, but I like the Crafticality because it has a smaller hole, but regular size would work just fine as well. So do that on all of your hearts. With your tiny ribbon, you want to take and cut 12 pieces at 13 inches long. Then you're going to take each piece of ribbon and string 1 piece through each of your hearts. Now you will be cutting 13 strips each for both the burlap and your red cotton fabric at 3/4 inch approximately. So just cut, and they don't have to be perfect because this is supposed to be rustic looking, so we'll go ahead and do that. With the 5/8 inch ribbon, I need a total of 13 pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and cut 4 of each, and then I want, for my ends of my banner, I want to use this gingham because this is my favorite out of all of these. So I'm going to cut 2 of these, or I'm going to cut a 5th one of these, so there'll be an extra for each end. So approximately 10 inches long. Now you need to take your rope and unroll it. And then I folded mine in half and in half again. How I started this off was that I started 1 foot, approximately 1 foot in on one end, and started tying my pieces, and I did in sets of 3. So I took 1 burlap, 1 of the cotton fabric, and then 1 of my ribbon, and I'm going to be alternating the ribbon. So just go ahead and tie it. And you don't necessarily have to do it twice. Once should hold it. And then I'm going to go to the middle of my rope, which is actually down here at this end here. And I'm going to do the same thing. Tie 1 burlap, 1 fabric. For now I'm just going to do the burlap and fabric because I don't know what rotation my ribbon's going to be, but I just want to get the layout. So now I have the middle there. I'm going to go ahead and do 1 foot in on the other end. And I know that's going to be my gingham fabric because that's what I did an extra piece from. So now I have my rope still in the 4ths like this. I'm going to go to the end where I have 2 of my ends, and that's where I'm going to tie the next 2 sections. So I'm going to tie 1 burlap, on each spot, and 1 fabric. And then I have in between those 2, I will be putting 2 more sections in. So to show you this a little bit better, I kind of did a drawing here. So I went in 1 foot on each end and tied the burlap, the fabric, and the ribbon. And then I went to my middle, like I said, and did the burlap and the fabric so far. And then I'll go into the middle in between those 2 and do the same thing, and then in between the middle and the end and the middle and the middle here, I will tie 2 more sections. So I'll cut that section into 3rds and do it 2 more times. So you'll do that on your whole rope, evenly spaced out, pretty much is what we're shooting for. So I hope that helps that way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that all the way down my rope, and I'll put you on fast forward. Just want to alternate your ribbon. So I had already started from the end with the gingham, so then I'm going to tie a heart ribbon and then the sheer and then go on to my gingham again. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now the final step is to take your hearts that you have already stringed with the tiny ribbon, and you're going to start in between your first two tied fabrics and ribbons and tie right in the center there, around in the middle, and I'm just going to tie a knot up here. Just like that. Pull it down, make sure it's in the middle, and then I'm going to secure it there with a tiny bit of hot glue, just a little dot. That way it won't move around. Just like that. So I'm going to go ahead now and tie them all along my rope.
So here's one final shot of my Valentine DIY banner decor. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and go on over to Kelly Barlow Creations and check out her Valentine DIY. I'm sure you will love it. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.